Imagine standing on the top deck of a ship in stormy waters. For decades, the Middle East has been that sea. Each wave is an episode in the Israel-Palestine story. Wars, ceasefires, expulsions, negotiations. That shapes not only regional lives, but also global politics. Hello everyone, this is Nayangiri Gosavi, decoding the recent Gaza ceasefire for you. Let's understand the Israel-Palestine conflict in the context and most importantly see how this single topic can enrich your understanding required in the UPSC preparation. Gaza ceasefire, Israel-Palestine and India's foreign policy. A story of power, principle and prudence. In October 2025, a new ceasefire came into effect between Israel and Hamas, crafted under intense diplomacy, hostage exchanges and international guarantees. The deal promised phased troop withdrawals, large-scale humanitarian access into Gaza and international stabilization support, offering, at least for the moment, a breathing space for civilians and the diplomats alike. But this is not just a West Asian story. It's a case study in international law, morality, power politics, and India's diplomatic tightrope. GS Paper 1, Geography, History, and Society angle. Under GS Paper 1, link this issue with the themes of world geography, population, urbanization, and post-colonial history. Let's see how. Gaza, one of the world's most densely populated regions, exemplifies how geography amplifies humanitarian crisis. With blockades cutting off supplies, every bombing affects thousands of civilians per square kilometer. Gaza's high population density and blockade creates a unique humanitarian vulnerability that amplifies the human cost of military operations. From a historical lens, the Balfour Declaration of 1917, the UN Partition Plan of 1947, and the Six-Day War of 1967 created the structural roots of the current conflict, a perfect example of how colonial boundaries and identity politics continue to shape the 21st century. Here, you can quote historian Edward Said, who described Palestine as a geography of dispossession, a phrase that beautifully connects GS1 topics on geography and society. Let's come to GS Paper 2, Polity, Governance and International Relations. This is where the Gaza ceasefire shines as a model case study for us UPSC aspirants as well. India's approach to the Israel-Palestine issue has evolved over time. Earlier, India was a vocal supporter of the Palestinian cause. Post-1990s, it diversified and built stronger ties with Israel in defense, agriculture, technology, etc. The Indian Express editorial, titled India Has Stakes in Gaza's Peace, rightly notes India's existing goodwill with both Israel and the Palestinian Authority, which gives it a role as a bridge or a mediator. What is India's official position? A balanced one. It condemns terrorism, supports humanitarian access, and upholds a two-state solution. Palestine and Israel coexisting peacefully. This balance reflects what scholars call principled pragmatism. Realists like Kenneth Walls would say, India must safeguard national interests, energy and diaspora. Liberals like Robert Keohane reminds us that global institutions like the UN and the Geneva Conventions offer legitimacy and moral guidance. You can also connect this with the constitutional values. Article 51C of the Indian Constitution directs the state to foster respect for international law and treaty obligations. Thus, India's call for restraint and negotiation is rooted not only in diplomacy but in constitutional morality. What does this mean for India's foreign policy? Practically three things. First, security and energy calculus. A stable West Asia reduces risks to energy supplies and remittances. Instability raises prices and strategic vulnerability. Second, diplomatic balancing. India must maintain its historic support for Palestinians and its deepening strategic partnership with Israel, a diplomatic tightrope. And third, opportunity for greater global role. By offering humanitarian aid, participating in reconstruction, or supporting multilateral frameworks, India can reinforce its image as a responsible global actor. The Ministry of External Affairs repeatedly stressed humanitarian access, release of hostages, and a negotiated solution, signaling that India will continue its pragmatic balancing. Let's not forget the statistics here. India has provided development aid to Palestine, nearly $80 million over the last 11 years via bilateral channels, including $5 million annually. That reinforces its role beyond mere rhetoric. GS Paper 3, Security, Economy and Technology. Under GS Paper 3, approach this topic from national security point of view, energy and technology cooperation angles. The Middle East supplies more than 50% of India's crude oil and houses over 8 million Indian workers. Every flare-up impacts India's energy prices, remittances, and regional security calculus. At the same time, India's defense partnership with Israel is critical, from unmanned aerial vehicles to radar systems, border technology, and intelligence sharing. So the challenge is clear. How can India maintain strategic autonomy while safeguarding humanitarian credibility? So in your mains answer, you can definitely write, India's strategic realism in West Asia reflects a careful blending of national interest with normative responsibility. Don't forget to mention the stats here, which includes 8 million Indian workers in the Gulf. GS Paper 4, Ethics, Integrity and Human Values. This conflict forces us to confront profound ethical questions. Michael Walzer's Just and Unjust Wars teaches that even justified wars must obey moral limits, proportionality and discrimination. The siege of Gaza raised questions about whether collective punishment violates those decisive. From an Indian ethical lens, recall Gandhian Ahimsa, peace as the foundation of justice, and Kautilya's Arthashastra, which recognized dharma even in war. You can conclude your ethics answers in the following manner. Ethical statecraft must blend pragmatism with compassion. As India navigates West Asia, it must act not merely as a strategic actor, but as a moral force advocating for human dignity. Linking to UPSC PYQs. Here's how you can use this issue directly. GS Paper 2, 2018. India's relations with Israel have of late acquired a depth and diversity that cannot be rolled back. Use ceasefire context here to show how India balances depth with diplomatic restraint. In GS Paper 2 of 2022, India's policy of strategic autonomy has evolved with changing global realities. To answer this question, bring in the Gaza case study as a proof of India's nuanced autonomy. In GS Paper 3 of 2020, national security is inseparable from economic security. To answer this question, link energy dependency and West Asian stability. In GS Paper 4 of 2021, morality and pragmatism often collides in the international relations. Use the Gaza conflict to illustrate this dilemma, and you're good to go. In conclusion, the Gaza ceasefire is not just an event. It's a mirror reflecting global politics and India's diplomacy. For the world, it's about ending war. For India, it's about balancing principle and pragmatism. For UPSC aspirants, this is your perfect cross-paper theme connecting geography, governance, security, and ethics in one cohesive narrative. When you write your next mains answer, remember, integrate, don't isolate. Facts matter, but the synthesis of power, morality, and policy is what earns your marks. Thank you. Stay curious, stay balanced, and keep linking global events to your GS preparation.